Hello everyone. Okay, we're on. Hi, welcome back to Lynn's IT. I'm not sure if this is actually working because I haven't done a stream for a long time. There we go. Yep, we're on. And okay, so there we go. I just made my thumbnail on this site, Thumbnail AI. I'm checking out a couple of the new AI programs. This is a thumbnail.ai maker. Just a quick thumbnail there. I tried DALL-E, but for some reason DALL-E doesn't write in English. I don't know what's happening with that. I tried to do a JavaScript thumbnail, but as you can see, a couple of examples here, doesn't seem to want to write in English, which is fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to use Chat GPT, it's called, which is this one here on OpenAI, just to help go through a couple of questions that I haven't finished. But back here in, where is it? I'll get my account up again. So this is where are we? Go to my videos. Okay, back when I started this challenge, it was about 2 years ago, and I did a couple of questions here. So I did number 1. I'll get the actual questions up first.
This is Webflow Interactions, the only tool that brings all the animation power of CSS and JavaScript.
Okay, so we've done these first 7. Now I'll do the last 3 there. So I'll just type those out. That's just another question I asked the Chat GPT before about plants. Alright, so we got, I changed a little bit since then by the looks of that. I had longer hair. And alright, so this one is, make a program in JavaScript to which is a guessing game, random color 1 of 7, 3 guesses to guess it right. Okay, choose a color out of 7 colors, 3 chances to guess it right. Alright, so let's see what the program does. Ooh, sometimes it does that. I have to refresh the page. Start again. Here's an example of a simple guessing game in JavaScript where the player has 3 chances to guess the correct color out of 7 options. The list of possible colors, randomly select the correct color. So let's track the number of guesses, function to handle a player's guess. Okay, if player's guess equals correct color, congratulations. If not, sorry, or sorry, that's incorrect, you have that many guesses remaining. You can call the guess function with the player's guess as an argument. For example, guess with a player's guess as the argument. You can use this code as a base and improve it as per your requirement. Yeah, okay. Alright. So we can just wrap this up in a function. Function guess, player guess. Alright. Alright, yeah, cool. So, what we'll do is, I'll just ask it to access the above code via HTML prompt. Okay, so it's just basically wrapping it up in HTML so we can put it on a website, and does the same thing. Has access its player's input will be passed as an argument to the guess function, which will check if it's correct or not. You can put a button on HTML file and call the guess function on click of button. Yeah, okay. So that's the script. Okay, cool. I just see what happens when I just add that one to a, for example, new one. Call it color guessing game. Color, save it on desktop for now. Color guessing game. Save it as HTML. Save. Run in, say, Brave. Doesn't actually have that showing on here. That's alright. So Chrome will be fine. Okay, there we go. Guess a color. Red. Sorry, 2 more remaining. No, that's not loading very well, is it? Blue. Only problem is it doesn't allow it to. No, that's not quite right. Have code insert in HTML and JavaScript. So you have to modify it a bit so that the program that the game prompts until the third guess, until player has finished all 3 guesses. Body, script. So it goes straight into this, doesn't actually call a function. Oh, there you go. It called the function guess there. Called recursively until the players finish all 3 guesses. If the player's guess is incorrect, will call itself again using guess and prompt. If the player's guess is incorrect and the maximum number of guesses is not reached, the function will call itself again guess. Prompt the player again. You can also put a button on a HTML file and call the guess function. Click the button. Yeah, cool. Right. Okay, that's a good idea. Button on click guess. Okay. Okay. I might just do the button thing. I prefer having it on a button then. Have the above game work on press of a button called color guessing game. So this time it should just put a button on there. Button, there we go. Color guessing game. List of possible colors. Yeah, I think the other thing, they need to list the actual colors as well. Well, I can probably put that on the page. Yeah. Because it's hard to guess when you don't know what colors to guess from. Fair enough. So I'll modify that. Yeah. Alright, so I'll copy that, put it in there, change that. So I'm British English, so I use COUR. Color guessing game. American has OR, but Australian English, British English, that also has OUR. Okay, so but in JavaScript or HTML it just is that spelling of color, so I'm not going to change that one. Okay, so I've got I'm going to also just use this list so that people can see this list when they see the page load. Body button. Okay, so I'll just add another line here. And maybe H2, choose from the following. You can choose from the following colors. Okay, now I'll just take out the brackets there. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, that's right, indigo and violet. Save that, run that. Run in Chrome, launch in Chrome. Choose from the following colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy Gabiv. Interesting, it shows the colors of the rainbow. Okay, color guessing game. Guess a color. Okay, orange this time. See if I can get it right the first time. Sorry, 2 guesses remaining. Blue. Sorry. Okay, red. Sorry, 0 guesses remaining. Reason number of guesses, correct number is violet. Okay, fair enough. Let's try it again. Okay, I have to refresh the page to start again. Okay, I might just add another button on there to refresh, to reset the game. What is the HTML code for a button that will reset the game? Button reset, on click reset game button. So create a button that reset function. You also need to define the reset button in your JavaScript code. Okay, reset the correct color variable to a random new color. Set the guess count variable to 0 and okay, cool. That's good. Please note that the code provided in example managed to adapt to structure. Yeah, cool. So what I'll do is I'll put the function reset in the code as well. Script, I'll just put it here. Function reset and button. Put the button just above, just below that button. There we go. Let's just make it a bit tidier. That's what I do. That'll do. Okay, so let's save that. Run in Chrome. Reset game. Okay. Violet. Not that one. Red. No. Orange. Camel. Yay, it was orange. Okay, now let's see if I press this, it's not going to work, right? So if I press reset game, it'll work. And press this one. Cool. Red, orange, yellow. Green. Yay. Okay, so that's the color guessing game. That was pretty good. Thanks Chat GPT for that code. And as you can see, it was fairly efficient. It's a quite efficient code here. It's just a button calling a function. Function's called guess up here, and the other one's reset. So the guess function has an array of colors, and then randomly select the correct color. So the correct color is the random one that they choose, which is it's a random color. Colors dot. So it chooses from the array. Cool. Keep track of the number of guesses, guess count, function of a handle a player's guess. If guess count is equal to 3, produce that line and return out of the function. And then constant is a guess, player guess equals prompt guess a color. If the guess is correct, this one, alert, sorry, not the color, and it calls itself again within this one if it can get to here, and it's recursive, goes back into itself again until either of these occur, either the guess count's 3 or it's correct. That's pretty efficient, that's very good. Alright, I like that. Okay, so how long has this video been going for? I think I can probably finish it. Here we go, 16 minutes. Oh, it's a bit long, but what we'll do is I'll just finish off the last 2 questions, because it's taken 2 years for me to finish these 10 questions, so I'm going to do it in this one video. Click a button to make a picture spin. Alright, this won't take long. I can probably do it without this, but this will just be that little bit faster. And I'll put the HTML in there. Generate code for JavaScript in HTML that will spin a picture when a button is pressed. And what picture is that exactly that I'm talking about? Click a button to make a picture spin. Where are we getting the picture from? Make a picture spin when the button is pressed. The picture can be a red div. That'll do. Doesn't take long to think, does it? Style for the red div. So it's making a little red div, 100 by 100, and then it's that's in CSS. We've got a ID spin button as a button. A script let angle equals 0, and then we've got constant picture document get element ID picture, which is the div. Very good. Function spin angle is plus assigned to 360. Picture.style transform rotate angle degrees. Interesting. Okay, let's see how fast that spins. Save that as spinning pic. Run in Chrome. Spin. Doesn't really do much, does it? Not exactly spinning when I click spin. Let's try that again. So I have to modify this code. Why is it doing that? Self-thread, button spin, on contact spin, function spin, angle plus assign 360. So it doesn't, it probably did, but it didn't like in half a millisecond or something. So have to modify that. Maybe spin over 3 seconds. What the heck? That's another one. I asked a question, what can I ask myself to determine what my niche is for a home business? There are actually some good questions there if you want to look at that. Okay, I'll just go back to, I did copy that before. Spin, with the above code, can you make the div spin over 3 seconds? Adjusting the transition property of the div element. Fair enough. Transition transform is 3 seconds. Did we even have one in the other code? Margin. I don't think we did. Okay. So before we didn't even have a transform. Okay. So I'll just modify that. Spin. Yay. There we go. Beautiful. Spin. That looks really good. Spin. Okay, so if you want to put a picture there, you just have to replace the where it's got here, spin button on, click spin, 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 picture.style.transform. Picture.style. So this is the picture, width, height, background, color. Margin, auto transition, margin, color. So you just have to use the HTML. If you'd want to put like a picture on the page, you go picture. Basically, you'd put a picture there and put the style of the picture as picture. So, but that's out of the scope of this video. So what I'll do is do the last one, which is, where is it? Input a number, then click on spin for a pic to spin that many times. Well, that's cool. Kind of relates to the previous one. So input a number, then click on spin for a pic to spin that many times. Okay. We can just modify that previous code. Input a number, then click on spin. Alright. Have the user input a number and have the div, the above div spin the number of times spin that number of times. That should be it. You can have a user input a number and have the div spin that number of times by using the prompt method to get the user's input and updating the spin function to use the input to determine the number of times to spin the div. Okay, so we got still going to use the transition 3 seconds. So, all right. How are they going to do this? Okay, enter the number of spins. Okay, cool. So when you press on spin, it prompts you enter the number of spins. Cool. And multiply the user entered spins with 360 added to the angle. So the angle will be incremented by the number of times. That's pretty cool. Very nice. Alright, so basically I'll make a new one. I'll call it I'll just call it question 10. The last one of the series. Is it going to work straight away? Let's try it. Spin. Enter the number of spins. So do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That was a lot more than 3 times. What? Was that 3 times? Might have been. I'll do this to 2 so I can see it. 1, 2. Oh yeah, cool. I was looking at each corner, but yeah. If you look at one corner, it should be 2 times. It goes all around. 1, 2, and then the 3 times should be 3. Just looks like a lot more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was cool. If I do like 20. What? How come it went backwards? That looks so weird. 7. That's trippy. Alright, 9. Woohoo! That looks so weird. 12. It's like an optical illusion that it spins the other way around when you put like 20 in there. Is that an optical illusion or is it actually reversing? That's so weird. That's strange. And why did it do that many in 3 seconds? That's weird. So it does the whole number of rotations in 3 seconds, which is okay. You could probably modify it so that the number of times the picture spins, the amount of time it takes for the picture to spin relates to the number you input, but it just does the whole thing in 3 seconds, which is fine. Alright, well that's it, and that's how cool it is to use that Chat GPT, and that's how easy it is to use Chat GPT to generate code, JavaScript code. And yes, it's not as much of a weight, you're not really thinking much when you do it, but at least you can go over it once it's done and you can just see how it's done. At least you are learning in a way. So this spin function, it says let spins equals the prompt, so it prompts you the number, and the angle is plus assigned to be the number of the angle, so it's all related to 360 of course, so that's one rotation. And the picture.style.transform is assigned to, now that's tricky, don't know what that's doing actually. Rotate angle degrees. That's unusual notation. I've never used notation like that before, but that's pretty cool. It's just basically taking this transition element and saying the picture.style.transform, actually not that one, transform, rotate, okay, interesting. So it is this transform, 3 seconds, style.transform, style, picture.style.transform, rotate angle degrees. Well, you'd have to research that a bit more. I'm just going to put that in Google and see if there's it relates to anything like on a tutoring page. Rotate, CSS, cascading. Way to get the angle through JavaScript by which the element is rotated. Okay. So yeah. Well, if you're like me and haven't been studying JavaScript for a while, but you needed to get a result, using ChatGPT can definitely be one way of doing it. It may not be very good for your overall understanding of how it's done, but at least you can get results. And yeah, it's quite an efficient way to generate codes. But I do recommend to try and do things yourself just while you're practicing to learn JavaScript. Attempt some quizzes. The idea of the initial idea of my challenges was to get myself to think about answers for these ones. I did do the first 7, and then I kind of cheated in a way by getting ChatGPT to get those last answers. But well, I hope you liked the video, and if you want to see some more JavaScript videos, leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll probably focus more on cryptocurrency in the future. That's where I've been going in the last year or so. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, and bye for now.